So we got a chance to announce Crossplay on the Vita, and of course then we also had 2 additional characters, Nathan Drake and Big Daddy.
So how's that Crossplay work? Any permutation?
Any combination, any number of players on the Vita, any number of players on the PS3, both locally on your couch or online over PSN.
Okay, well, we're going to do a live demo.
Okay.
Because last night we also introduced a couple of new characters.
Yep.
They are
Nathan Drake from Uncharted and Big Daddy from Bioshock. I didn't.
We're going to do a live demo here, and we have 4 lovely volunteers from Superball. How you guys doing? Just want to let you know, these guys, hold up your controllers, gents. We're doing this live, so we'll do it live. That's the thing.
Right.
All right, now let's come on back here, and I'm going to get out of the way. Let's narrate. We have Big Daddy here. He is big, and that's Nathan Drake. This is the first time I've seen this running
yeah,
live
that's right.
in front of us.
So Drake, Big Daddy are going to be going up against Kratos and Parappa on Sandover Village, a level from Jack and Daxter. So Nathan Drake has a very interesting playstyle, of course. He uses a wide arsenal in his game, different guns, but also is proficient in the melee, the punching and the kicking, so you'll see him do that as well. Big Daddy, definitely a powerhouse once he gets started. Sort of hard to stop him. Ooh, a little appearance by little sister there. That was pretty cool. There you see Big Daddy using 55-gallon drums and AK-47s. They all have different tricks that allow them to get AP. There you see Big Daddy trying to make it out of the water, doesn't want to get hit by Sharky.
You almost feel bad for Parappa when Nathan Drake pulls out a gun and shoots him at point-blank range. That was never meant to happen in the original vision, I don't think.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like Parappa's a little disadvantaged, I guess because in his series it's mostly about love and sunny funny and, you know, rapping.
Learning how to drive.
Exactly.
Holding your water.
That's right, that's right, and also saving his hometown from an alien invasion by the Noodle aliens in the second game. But really actually good at the Kung Fu.
So what's happening here in the background?
So
looks like some Hot Shots Golf folks.
That's right. The Sandover Village has been invaded by the golfers of Hot Shots Golf, and of course, anytime they see a green, they're going to start teeing off. It just so happens that there are our 4 players in the way. If they stand in the way of the golf balls, they'll actually get that super energy, that AP meter knocked out of them. So they don't want to be in that fire.
All right, that is an RPG.
Yes, the RPG 7, actually from Uncharted. We have an item system in our game where any character can access any item as it spawns periodically throughout the level. It just so happened that Drake managed to grab a weapon that he's very familiar with. Oh, and it looks like Parappa just managed a level 1 super against Drake.
Okay, so it looks like Nathan Drake's getting up there pretty high in the super meter.
So it seems like he's going for a level 3 super strategy. The level 3 super takes the longest to build, but it's also the most powerful. Drake's level 3 super actually inspired by one of the more fearsome enemies from Uncharted 2. I'll leave it as a surprise.
All right, I think I know where we're going with this.
Okay. Looks like he's almost got it there. The Hot Shots golfers are going to rain down a volley here.
I love the little touches. As a big Hot Shots golf fan, you think, how could they ever integrate this into a fighting game? And now we know how. Oh, here we go. Level 3.
Looks like Drake did pop his level 3, and there goes the sarcophagus. And there you go.
Oh, they turned into the nasty dudes from Uncharted 1.
That's right. So Drake now has Eddie's golden gun. Oh, he managed to kill everyone. And here they go again. They can actually attack him. If the Descendants can gang up on Drake, they can actually prevent him from getting kills.
Very clever. So when you were thinking about that, there's so much lore from 3 Uncharted games, you know, and Golden Abyss to pull from.
Yep.
Like, it was hard to narrow down where you were going to go with that.
Yeah, definitely. Characters like Drake, Kratos, we also had the same challenge with. They've been in so many games and they've done so many interesting things.
We're almost out of time here. Each round lasts 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yep.
And then we find out whoever had the most KOs.
That's right. So it's a ratio of your kills versus your deaths. Let's see here. Didn't look like Kratos. No Big Daddy, no
little
Parappa.
sister.
And yeah, Drake took it.
There we go. So you can end up with a negative score.
That's right. So every kill is worth 2 points, but every death is worth -1 points. So you see there, Kratos died twice, so he has -2 points.
Yeah, I'm very quickly. I'm like 4 times 2 months. That is 7. So
that's right.
The code is right. Let's run another match. I want to see a little bit more of Big Daddy. And I would love to see what his level 3 super looks like.
Yeah, he actually also has a really interesting play style. He will incorporate different elements from the Bioshock series. So you'll see him using plasmids. You'll see Little Sister make an appearance. His level 3 super, very reminiscent of the Rapture city from Bioshock 1.
So talk about like working with Irrational. Like how I'm assuming they didn't go, go ahead and make it.
Not at all, but it's been an amazing experience working with the guys at Irrational. They care a whole lot about the fans, and they care a whole lot about BioShock, and so they wanted to make sure that we did the character right, and they've been helping us out a lot with that.
Let's talk about this level a little bit here.
Yeah, so this is Hades, of course made famous from the God of War series. On this level, there is a Patapon invasion that happens. That's the mashup for this particular level.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard about this game, I was thinking the Patapons would fit in so well, because I was thinking back to like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Servbot, and those little guys come flying in. And
yeah,
so
that's right.
Very pleased as a Patapon fan, managed to work that in.
Yeah, they're most effective, you know, in large groups. So you'll see an entire army eventually march in and give Hades a run for his money.
So we switched out.
Looks
and
like
now
Kratos.
we've got Sly and we've got Sweet Tooth.
That's right.
So Sly can't block, is that correct?
Yes, very famously. We decided that the best way to replicate the true spirit of that character was, instead of just giving him the traditional block and evade that the rest of the characters have, we wanted to play with some of the mechanics, give him a little bit of invisibility. He also has a teleport and various tricks.
What was going on there with Big Daddy? Fire was coming out of his feet. Was that inflicted on him, or was he shooting that out?
No, that's actually one of his plasmids. So he has access to 5 different plasmids from the BioShock series.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, he's getting real close to that level 3. So picking up these orbs is a faster way of adding more to the meter, correct?
That's right. There are various abilities, items, and different attacks that can actually eject the energy meter out of different players, and then once it's out, it manifests as the AP balls, and then you can go and pick those up for additional meter. It looks like, yeah, Big Daddy's really close to his level 3 here. Let's see if he can get it.
Everyone's picking on him. So he just messed up Drake pretty good there. So, well, I think he's just about to get it.
Oh, Drake just did a level 1. That was really cool. Yeah, there he goes. Okay. Getting a little flooded. So the entire level gets submerged. The characters can actually try to float to evade Big Daddy, but it doesn't look like
they're not doing really well.
No, they're trying to get away, but it's really tough. Up.
So you got at least 3 or 4 kills there, and that's what you want to get off of level 3 for saving up for that long,
yeah,
right?
That's right. So, you know, you're playing against...
Sorry, I love that.
Fever. 3 different characters, and the level 3 supers are expensive compared to your lesser supers, so you want to make sure you get as many kills as possible when you do manage a level 3 super.
So, like, are you seeing something where certain types of players save up for the level 3s and then it's all or nothing, or like, what would you say, like if we were to put this in front of Justin Wong, you know, or Daigo, what would they do? Do you think they would save up, or would they go for the level 1?
The economy of the game is really important. This is something that maybe is not immediately obvious when you see the game played, but each super has a different cost associated with it, and that's even different per character. So level 1 supers are comparatively cheap per kill versus a level 3 super. So the most efficient thing to do is to really try to get as many level 1 supers. Now, the level 1 supers aren't as powerful as your level 3 supers, so they're a little trickier to land, and you kind of have to be at the right place at the right time to fire those off. So it's kind of juggling the balance between, do I go for these cheap supers that are going to ultimately get me a lot of kills, or do I go for the very expensive supers where the kills are a little bit easier, but they cost a lot more?
I think we have time. Why don't we run one more match? I want to see Fat Princess. I was not at all surprised last night when Fat Princess won, because her level 1 is lethal. It just seems to be very easy to hit that.
Yeah, and some of our supers are designed that way. You know, she sees a piece of cake and she has to go right for it, and when she sees cake, nothing can stop her. She's a good example of a character who has really strong supers. They're somewhat easy to use, and so the cost is balanced against. They're pretty expensive, so her level 1 super a little bit more expensive than some of the other characters.
So I've been using the times I've gotten to play here and at the initial launch, or not launch event, but reveal event.
Yep.
I really enjoyed Colonel Radek.
Yeah.
And he's a range guy, but I noticed certain levels he's much better at. So the first level we saw from Jack with hot shots, that's very vertical. Yeah. He's not as good, I think, as he is on a more horizontal where he can snipe.
That's exactly right. So any level that has a lot of undulation in it, you know, he's not going to be as effective on, because he needs a little bit of a sight distance to really be able to take advantage of his sniper rifle. A level like this does have some opportunity for that, but then also as levels being constructed, you'll see that his sniper rifle does become somewhat less effective, so he has to adopt some different strategies to be successful.
And Kratos with an RPG, that's something we've all been wanting to see.
Yeah.
So, let's talk a little bit more about the details that you're going. When we first revealed the first 6 characters, and we saw Radek, Jim Sterling from Destructoid, he's a huge fan of the Killzone series, and he was wondering if Sean Pertwee was voicing Colonel Radek. So I assumed that, well, there's plenty of dialogue to pull from Killzone 2, and you can put it in there, but you guys recording all new dialogue.
That's right, yeah. We are reusing no dialogue from any pre-existing games. We're going out and getting the original voice actors. We're capturing all new dialogue. We've written all original stories for all of these characters in our arcade progression, so we got all the old guys back together, and they're voicing their characters.
That's got to be a lot of work.
It is, but it's worth it, I mean, I think that this is what the fans expect from us, and we want to deliver on that expectation.
I'd have to imagine at a game that really addresses nostalgia so strongly, hearing from those original people's got to be good. We just saw that level 1 super from Fat Princess. That thing lands every time.
It's very devastating. It's a little bit slow to start up, but once he gets going, she travels very fast. There's an element of this game that almost has like a fog of war to it, where there's so much going on. Your awareness of where all players are at all times is very important, and sometimes if a character manages to exist a little bit outside of the action, he can sneak up on you and take advantage of you not paying attention.
And we have, there's throws as well, and those are activated, was it the right stick?
The right stick, right. So up, down, left, right on the right stick performs a different throw. There's a different throw for every direction. Here's the Buzz Q&A portion of the level.
I don't know if, I don't recall the mermaid, but,
So let's see, it
maybe.
seems like they're making their choice with the mermaid, but of course, just knowing the right answer is one part of it. You actually have to be up there and be able to hold it. See, Radek got knocked out, so
okay.
He wasn't able to be there at the end, so he didn't get credit for
and
that.
then he ended up losing some of his
AP.
Some juice.
That's
AP,
right.
yes.
Moves him a little bit further away from his supers, yeah.
Another nice little detail, where's that bubble shield from?
The gravity shield is from the Wipeout series, so it's actually a pickup in their game. When you pick that up, you have a little bit of armor on you, and so we replicated that functionality. While you have the gravity shield on, you're impervious to damage.
So now with Big Daddy, we've seen our first third-party character.
Yes, that's right.
We're going to see some more?
You're absolutely going to see more. I will just ask you to stay tuned and await those, but we're very excited to have Big Daddy, and yeah, we're going to have more, and it's going to be great.
Okay, and speaking of more, we are going to be doing a lot more here while we're at E3. I want to thank you very much for bringing this and finally getting to see for the first time Big Daddy and Nathan Drake here together. So I do appreciate that very much.
No
and thanks to you guys as well for playing very well. I'm sure you hate having to play a fun game 3 times in a row. We're really making it tough on you. So coming up very soon, we have Dust 514. Let us get it set up, and we will come back.